a look at your
So,
right wrist.
Nano
Your
type
resource
five.
bank is pretty low. Start making some energy and use Lisa to gather amino acids. I'll do a scan of Janelle's system. I'm picking up on a serious septic infection. We really only see infections make it to the bloodstream in extreme cases. Because Pandora targets the immune system, once a patient gets Pandora, even the weakest infection can turn lethal. Heads up, check out your splitter cluster. Its health meter is getting low, meaning it might break soon. You can replenish your protein's health by dropping a new protein where the old one is. Go ahead and build a new splitter cluster and replace this one now. Sweet. Now, drop the splitter cluster right where the other one is. Excellent. So the splitter cluster has full health now. Having proteins at full health will come in handy if you don't want a protein breaking on you in the middle of combat. Quick tip, if you need Lisa, you can summon her to your hand by holding down the trigger button and grip button at the same time. Coming up on Salmonella, you've faced this kind of bacteria before. Have Lisa at the ready. Nice kill. We probably have a second before we hit the next group, so it might be a good idea to stock up on some recyclers and store them in your Golgi body.
Oh.
You will need a recycler in Lisa before you can kill any more bacteria. You should get one in there ASAP. Remember, Lisa can only kill enemies when they're in that membrane bubble. Once they break out, she's powerless. Heads up, if you leave a protein sitting around, it will disintegrate in a few seconds and get reabsorbed into the cell. You can drop them at the Golgi for safe storage. Direct hit on your microtubule. Pull that bacteria in now, before it hits another one. It looks like we're coming up on some remnants of Pandora virus. Once we can get those fragments scanned, we can get out of here. Janelle's vitals are looking mostly stable now, thanks to you. Yes, there's the Pandora remnants. Bring them in for a scan.
Scanning Pandora gene fragment.
Scan complete. That fragment got us to 16% of the Pandora virus genome sequenced. Decent start. Cell X is also tracking your overall performance, so you can track your improvement across patients. When you're ready, reach up to your face and use the grip button to pull off the headset and return to the dome.
Take off the Nano drone headset.
Nice work. You're definitely getting the hang of this. Quick update on this side. Thanks to that last bit of Pandora you extracted, our team over here has enough of the genome sequence to produce test kits. It's a huge step. Hopefully we can get them out to the public soon. Maybe figure out how Pandora virus spreads from person to person. In the meantime, I did find you another patient. His name is Sam. He must have put up a real fight against Pandora because his immune system is next to non-existent. He's got a cell X in his bone marrow as of 30 minutes ago, so take it away. Coordinates locked. Cell X is moving through Sam's bone marrow, in his femur, if you're keeping track. You get started on your energy and amino acids. I'll run the diagnostic. No sign of active Pandora virus, but like I said before, Sam's health is far from stable. We're looking at multiple parasitic and bacterial infections. Without immediate intervention, the chances of recovery are minimal. Heads up when you get a second. It looks like that bacteria left behind some gene fragments of its own. Great news. Those bacterial fragments are part of a gene for a protein called defensin, a powerful immune weapon. A few more fragments, and we'll be able to build our own defensin. Keep an eye on the nucleus readout. It will show you how many fragments you need to assemble a complete gene for defensin.
Das ist echt ziemlich cool. Und das wissenschaftlich halbwegs korrekt ist und man dabei wirklich was lernt, das ist ziemlich genial.
Looks like there's another gene fragment in the cell. Send Lisa over to collect it.
Lisa wieder reparieren hier.
Another defensin fragment secured. We've got the complete defensin gene. You have to enter cell X's nucleus and splice the new gene into its DNA. To get in there, you will pilot the Pico drone on your right hand. Point it at the nucleus portal and press the trigger button to deploy it. I'll see you in there.
Cool.
This is cell X's nucleus. Those strands everywhere, those are the cell's DNA. We successfully spliced the defensin gene you found into cell X's DNA. The sequence is right in front of you. You have to decode this DNA sequence into an mRNA strand, like the ones you've been using at the ribosome outside. There's a nucleotide interface near the gene. Open it and pull out one of the 4 nucleotides.
Das sind 4.
Great, you are holding a nucleotide. Now look at the exposed DNA sequence in front of you. It consists of a sequence of nucleotides. To decode it, we have to match all of the nucleotides in the DNA sequence with the mRNA nucleotides, like the one you're holding. You have to pair the nucleotides in order from left to right. Check to see if the nucleotide in your hand fits with the first DNA nucleotide. If not, try summoning another one. Nice. First nucleotide paired. Keep matching until you've decoded the whole gene.
Nee. Das kommt dahin, gleich. Dann also rot, ne? Die Passgenauigkeit ist nicht so dolle. Okay, ist die Farbe also doch nicht nur ausschlaggebend.
Excellent. That's the whole gene decoded. Now we have to go to the ribosome. Grab the mRNA handle and I'll transport you there. You're now standing in front of the ribosome. Here we're going to use the mRNA strand to build the defensin protein itself. Place the mRNA strand that you're holding into the drop spot on the right side of the ribosome.
Wie komme ich denn da hin?
We are translating the mRNA sequence into an amino acid chain. To do that, you have to pair nucleotides again, but this time in trios. On the right side of the ribosome, there's a nucleotide interface. Use the interface to summon 3 nucleotides, one at a time, that will pair with the first 3 nucleotides of the mRNA strand. Use the screen for a hint on which colors pair together. You need to summon 3 nucleotides using the menu to the right. Once you have 3, grab the tRNA backbone and see if it fits with the nucleotides in the ribosome. If not, check out the screen for a color matching hint. You got your first match. Check out the amino acid you created. As you pair trios together, those amino acids will chain together to form the protein. Keep building trios until you finish the sequence. Acid sequence you chain together folded into defensin, a powerful direct attack weapon you can use against pathogens. The cell can handle these steps automatically from here on out. To transfer back to the Nano drone, point at the portal with your right hand and hit the trigger button.
Ja, das gefällt mir richtig gut.
The defensin you just made is still at the ribosome. Take it to the Golgi to finish the process.
Energy. Energy low.
Defensin can be used to directly attack pathogens. You can either throw it or stab them at close range. Also, unlike Lisa, defensin can be used against pathogens that have broken out of the membrane bubble. Heads up, we're coming up on a parasite. I want you to practice using defensin on this one, so I'm temporarily locking Lisa down.
Okay, Lisa ist deaktiviert. Ich soll jetzt mit dem Ding kämpfen. Okay.
Nice hit. Pilot, that was a parasite. Parasites are very different from bacteria. That one was called toxoplasma. Humans get it from cats. Parasites can invade Cell X directly, meaning they enter whether you bring them in or not. Once they're in, they'll make a beeline for the nanodrone's energy stores. Also, now that you've trained the cell on how to make a defensin protein, you can summon mRNA for a new defensin using the shield icon on the nucleus interface. Downside of using defensin over Lisa is you don't get any amino acids from breaking down the pathogen.
Keine Aminosäuren, wenn ich es damit mache. Okay.
Nanodrone compromised. That parasite will bleed you of your energy. You need to stab it. We're coming up on a Pandora virus fragment. Once we get that sequenced, Sam's health has stabilized enough that you can head back to the dome. Sequence scan complete. Nice work. Pilot, I've given you access to the Cell X database. To access it, point at the database portal and hit the trigger button.
Take off the nanodrone headset.
Hören wir uns mal, was sie zu sagen hat.
You can also access the Cell X database using the cartridge on the desk. And you can track your progress using the monitor on your right. We've got a Cell X ready to go in a patient in Lagos. His name is Anthony. Ready when you are.
Komm da nicht dran. Da. CLX Database. Okay, wenn das noch alles voll ist, dann sind das ja dann 9, 12, 15. Ja, okay. Gucken wir mal in die Database
This
rein.
is your Cell X database, automatically updated to your current mission progress. You can use the interface to look up proteins you've unlocked and pathogens you've encountered. Hold your hand into the circles and press the grip button to make selections. When you're done, reach up and remove the nanodrone headset to return to the dome.
Okay, das hätte ich mir ein bisschen schöner vorgestellt. Die Galerie hier ist ein bisschen mau. Naja, dafür ist im Spiel die Präsentation ziemlich cool. Wirkt relativ realistisch alles hier. Cool, cool. Gefällt mir. Also mit dem Rabattcode für 11,50 oder was das dann kostet, auf jeden Fall empfohlen. Ich weiß nicht, wie viel Content das insgesamt hat. Aber ist schön gemacht. Macht Spaß. Sieht gut aus. Hört sich gut an. Ist gut. So, dann. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal.